The running world just got a whole lot spicier with a new golden boy on the block. We're talking about none other than Letsile Tebogo. At the pace he's going, this wonder kid is slated to become the next Usain Bolt. If you want to learn more about how good Letsile Tebogo is, be sure to stick around to the end of the video. Let's get right into it. First up, who is Letsile Tebogo? Ever since Usain Bolt decided to hang up his running shoes back in 2017, there have been numerous athletes who've been tipped to become his successor. Many have come close to breaking his world records and surpassing his inhuman feats, though it hasn't managed to happen yet. However, today we'll be looking at a running talent who might just go all the way. We're talking about the one and only Letsile Tebogo. The young running talent comes from Botswana. He started as a footballer and was pretty good at it too. However, life happened and injuries destroyed his dreams of becoming a big-time football star. With football out of the picture, Tebogo probably thought to himself about what he could do now. Well, never fear, running is here. Okay, that was cringe. We apologize. We'll walk ourselves out. Anyway, getting back to the topic at hand, Letsile wasn't someone who just laid down while life beat the crap out of them. Instead, he decided to give his other passion, running, a shot. He didn't even take it that seriously until 2019. This was when he ran in his first major 100-meter race and finished with a time of 10.68 seconds. Another impressive feat was the fact that he managed to clock in at 21.12 seconds in the 200-meter race. The kid is just built differently. He's demolishing all of his competition down at the track and still manages to find time to chill. Next up, how the world discovered this phenomenon. He finally decided to kick things up a notch by participating in the 2021 World U20 Championships being held in Nairobi. It was there that he was able to become the first athlete from his country to win the 100-meter race at any world championship level. He also managed to nab a silver medal in the 200-meter race. What's more, he became the second athlete from his country to be able to win a gold medal at a U20 event. Simply phenomenal from the young superstar, considering he's so young right now and is already managing to achieve insane times of 10.19 seconds in the 100 meters and 20.38 seconds in the 200 meters. Shows us that he's going to level up even more in the years to come. It seems like 2022 was his year because he smashed it at almost every event he took part in. He ran 400 meters and set a personal best of 46.09 seconds. Fast forward to February 19th, he managed to set a new national record of being able to run the 100 meter with a time of 10.08 seconds at the Botswana Athletics Championship. 2 months later, he set yet another record. He became the first man from Botswana to ever have broken the 10-second mark and clocked in at a time of 9.96 seconds. He did this at the Gaborone International Meet and managed to set a new U20 world record. He kind of feels like the Luka Doncic of running, considering how fast he's able to set new records. Coming up, what else has he managed to achieve so far? Tebogo recently managed to claim his first senior continental title at the African Senior Championships in Mauritius. He glided to victory in the 200-meter race with a cool finish, finishing the race in 20.26 seconds. With this win, he became the youngest winner in the history of this competition and managed to set yet another record. Not to mention, he also earned a qualification for the 200-meter at the World Championships in Oregon. That said, much to our surprise, the young superstar decided to only run the 100-meter race. That decision, however, turned out to be the right one, as he managed to do the unthinkable. He defeated the former world champion Johan Blake by setting a new personal best and improving his WU20R to 9.94 seconds. He also managed to defeat former Africa's fastest man, Akani Simbine. His time also broke Trayvon Bromell's former record of 9.97 seconds, and he became only the second junior athlete in history to have a time under 10 seconds. The following month in Cali, the young phenom arrived in the heats with something to prove. He managed to set a course record of 10 seconds before, once again moving mountains the next day. When he returned to the track, he once again beat his personal best by setting a time of a blistering 9.91 seconds in the 100-meter race. He was so good that he was already celebrating with 30 meters to go. Finally, how does Tebogo feel about all of this? A lot of people thought it was offensive of him to celebrate this early, but honestly, we don't blame him. When you're that good, it just makes sense for you to celebrate whenever you want. We feel like with the way he's running these races, he might as well start celebrating before the race itself even begins. He talked to the media after the race itself to share his perspective on how it all went down. He started by apologizing apologizing to anyone who might have found the whole thing offensive and talked about how that was never his intention at all. He also talked about how Usain Bolt was his idol and he looked up to him and was merely recreating the legend's antics on the track. Honestly, we don't think he's at any fault here, as he's just a kid who's good at what he does and probably better than any other person his age doing it. He's shown that he has a lot of potential and there doesn't seem to be a limit on what he can achieve. We wish him all the best for his future. Now, let's look at some of the best African sprinters to keep an eye out for in the coming year. First up, we have Favour Ofili. Ofili is so popular with her fans that she's even been able to earn a nickname. She now goes by Stargirl. We're not gonna lie, that kind of sounds like a superhero's name. This athlete has an astounding 65 races to her name, which includes numerous events such as the 65 meter, 100 meter, 200 meter, and the 4x100 meter. It's hard to imagine the insane amount of mental strength and physical strength that is required by each of these events. It just shows how insanely talented she is. She's been having a great year so far as she's set numerous personal bests and has won events like the Tyson Invitational, Razorback Invitational, and the New Mexico Collegiate Classic. She is also only the second African woman to be able to clock a sub-23's time in the 200 meter. She went on to smash the record and set a new one for herself with a time of 22.46 seconds. Next up, we have Ferdinand Omanyala. 2022 was arguably the best year this track and field athlete has had to date. He finally managed to stamp his authority in the running game and became the fastest man in Africa and the Commonwealth by setting an astounding time of 9.77 seconds in the 100 meter race. This man has quickly become one of the most electrifying athletes around right now. He is now ranked 9th on the men's 100 meter all-time list. The world has quickly taken notice of this African phenom whose presence seems to be sweeping the globe. He was quoted by the media to have been talking about how he wants the world to know that Kenyans can sprint as well. Well, if that's his goal, then he's certainly making his voice heard. He's been winning throughout 2022 after managing to secure 12 consecutive victories in 100 meter races across his home country, Kenya, South Africa, Italy, and Germany. He went head-to-head with Akani Simbine at the Ese Athletics Grand Prix and managed to gain the upper hand. He also set a new personal best in the 200 meter race by clocking in at 20.33 seconds. Finally, we have Marie-Josée Tallou. This Ivorian sprinter almost quit the sport after she failed to secure a medal at the Tokyo Olympics last year. This happened to be her second time running in the Olympics without being able to earn a medal. After 4th place finishes in the 100 meter and 4th and 5th place finishes in the 200 meter races in both Rio and Tokyo, she decided it was time for a break. Thankfully though, she had some great friends who helped her get back on her feet and continue to strive towards her goals while competing in the sport she loves. So while 2022 wasn't exactly kind to the sprinter, she remained determined and managed to grab an African record in the process. Now, with the new year looming around the corner, she's moved to the US and switched coaches. She seems to be doing quite well and we wish her the best of luck. Well, that's a wrap for this video. Do you think Tebogo will go on to take Usain's place as the king of running? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you at the next one.